So today's episode is all about the birds. We had the bees, now we're on the birds. G'day folks, Andy here from McDowell Manor. So as you can see, little Megan behind there, the speckled chook, she's returned from the vet. She wasn't looking too bloody good yesterday, I can tell you, but she's looking a lot better today, which I'm really happy about. So she's had 2 lots of antibiotics, and I'm currently treating both of them through their water supply. They've got drugs in their water, and they've responded really well. They're both looking really good now, which is great. So that's the new incubator. I can remember the incubator I had died, which meant on day 11 during a quail hatch I got stuck with nothing, but I'm going to show you the results of that. I'm quite happy. Let's open this up. It's switched off, you can see. Now there's quite a lot of eggs in there that didn't hatch. I guess that's to be expected. So I think there was about 40 went in, and I'll show you the hatchlings I did get. I got about 10, which I'm happy about, considering the incubator stopped. This, my friends, is the downstairs bathroom. And that's my brooder. So it's just a lamp sitting on a container to get it to the right height, with just a plastic tote. And there they are. There's the babies. There's about 10. So they huddle under the lamp to keep warm. When they get too hot, they wander up the other end to cool down a bit. It's about time I, in fact, replace the flooring. You'll notice the flooring's deliberately kept rough. That's so they don't, if it's smooth, they tend to get a thing called splay leg, where they'll slip a tendon on the slippery floor, and I find that's very difficult to cure. I know there are cures for it, where you tie their legs and strap them up and stuff, but I've never had any success doing that. So, but aren't they gorgeous, hey? Look at that. There's a little bit of joy in an otherwise really quite dismal COVID world at the moment. Funny old Big Bertha. She's been broody. She's the only full-size chicken I've got now. That's why I got the other 2, was to try and make a bit of a flock for poor old Bertha. She's been broody. I haven't been able to get her out the damn house, gee, for close on 2 weeks, I reckon. So it's good to see her out. She's having a dust bath out there. That's good to see. Hey, Bertha. So regular viewers know I've got a 3-tier quail coop. The birds on the top are the oldest. So they're not laying now. You can see, like, particularly some of the older females. There you go, are looking pretty ratty. That's where the males get a little too vigorous. So what I'm thinking I've got to do, since I've got the new birds as well, is I'll probably cull that entire top shelf. Now quails tend, well, Dale Calder prove me wrong with this, but in my experience, quails only live for a couple of years. So this was last year's brood. Now I'm actually going to cull the spare males in there, because you can see those girls are getting a little bit of a beating too. So I'll cut that down to probably one male. Now for some reason they're off the lay too, which doesn't normally happen with my quails. Normally they'll lay all year for me, so that's a bit interesting. Hopefully if I get the number of males down, that might make life a lot easier for the girls. And I'll just show you the bottom birds I separated because they were pretty. So you can see that's sort of typical Italian. I'm trying to, oh, that's a male. The 2 browns are females. And the little white guy, cinnamon guy in the back, that's a male too. So I'll probably leave them going, although I might take that little cinnamon male. Not sure yet. Don't need to take too many. But by the same token, I want to manage them for the overall health and well-being of the surviving birds. So yeah, alright, look, I know I'll always get some stick, but you can see those two males fighting. That's just what quails do. You know, you really have to manage them. The males are just too feisty. So yep, before you give me too much stick, just think of that. You're not doing the girls a favour by keeping excess males. Right, so if you enjoy this sort of self-sufficient stuff, feel free to hit the subscribe button. At the moment I'm posting a lot more than I normally would. And that's because I'm figuring we're all bored off our heads in lockdown for COVID. So I thought I might as well share a little bit more information than normal to give people something to do. Oh, look at that. That's an Asian gecko. It's quite a big Asian gecko, that one. They're not native here. Anyway, you folks stay safe, look after yourselves, and as much as possible stay home, eh? I'll see you on the other side. All right.